Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Red Zone here at Hicksville High School as we are getting ready for boys basketball action on a Friday night as the Tinora Rams have made the trip over from the middle of the county to visit the Aces this weekend for both junior varsity and varsity basketball action here tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy from Hicksville Community Television, and alongside Jim Seiler, Chris Warner running the camera, and Jim, we have not had a home basketball game for the guys since January 2nd. It's been 20 days since the Aces were last here on their home floor. So looking forward to it, and not so much the JV. It's going to be a good JV game, but the varsity matchup especially has been tagged as one of the best matchups in Northwest Ohio this weekend.
Yeah, they both teams are improving. I mean, every team I've watched here lately is improving and making great strides. Even the girls' teams are, but it's kind of uncanny that you are going that long from your home floor in the middle of the season. And
again, a long layoff. So I'm sure everybody is glad to be back here in the friendly confines. We've got a couple of players of the week that we're going to recognize when we get to the varsity matchup, since we're doing junior varsity right here. But I guess first off for the Aces, Jim, before we get to starting lineups, they've got three scratch tonight. Maverick Keysbury, Alex Gordon, and Aiden Pollock will not be dressing tonight. And because of that, they have shifted Aaron Klima down from varsity to play in the JV game. And with that, let's take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's action, Jim.
Okay, starting for Tinora, they have number 3, Keegan Miles. He's a junior at 5'10". Number 4, Cole Anders is sophomore at 5'6". Number 12, Luke Harris, sophomore at 5'9". And number 42, Trent Wimpkin, a sophomore at 5'11". And number 32, Tyler Wimpkin, a junior at 5'9".
So we've got the Wimpkin brothers that are going to be, and then again for the Aces, it'll be Mendoza getting the start with number 2.
Number 2 is a sophomore at 5'9". Number 3, Nolan Methvin, sophomore at 6 foot. And number 5, Justin West, sophomore at 5'7". And number 10, Tatum Sheets, sophomore at 5'11", and
number 14.
Yeah, Aaron Kleeman down for the varsity, number 14. And let's see, they have him up. There he's sophomore at 6'2".
Yep, and Kleeman actually controls the tip, and the Aces will get the ball, get this JV game underway.
Okay, and Meffin with the ball. Gives it up West. Aces still trying to run a wheel. Their offense is truly a 3-guard offense, or a 4-guard even.
It's stolen away, and that's Anders with the ball for the Rams. They'll slow things down a little bit and set their offense.
West gets pushed off. Get away from me, he says. 32, Tyler Wimpkin. Trent Wimpkin is number 42. Tyler with the ball, gives it up to Miles, Keegan Miles. Pass down low.
Oh, nice block.
Luke Harris. And this shot is blocked. It's out of bounds. B2 Tinora under their hoop.
Klima with a good job there to prevent the easy bucket.
Ooh, that was a nice play, just bad handling of it. Klima,
runner off the side of the backboard.
Not even close. West all over Anders. And they give it up. It comes up the floor. Wimpkin, Tyler. Over to Harris. Harris is a big name in Tinora school basketball.
That one's going to be a little bit short.
They had 2 of them played at Defiance College, and one girl did too. So they were all good. 1,000-point scores. Mendoza with the ball into the lane. Short jumper, 6-footer, missed it. Methvin the rebound, and his bucket
Counted.
goes, and he was fouled.
So Methvin gets the first points of the night, and that'll make it a 2-0 to the Aces with 4:12 to go in our opening quarter. He'll be at the line to shoot one, and that'll be Trent Wimpkin picking up his first personal foul.
And Tinora comes up with the ball. Heading up the floor is Harris, gives it to 42. This is Trent Wimpkin. Tyler Wimpkin will holding it to Harris. Over to Anders. Anders inside to Harris. Harris, ball over. Pass around to Miles. Keegan Miles, jumper off the rim, and number 14, Klima, comes off with it for the Aces. Klima to Methvin. Methvin went back to Klima, but Klima was laying on the floor.
Not sure how he went down, whether he tripped himself up or bumped into somebody, but no whistles, no fouls.
Nope.
So just
no harm, no foul.
Errant pass out of bounds.
Now Harris with the ball for the Rams. Harris gives it up to Anders. Anders goes to the left. So Trent Wimpkin. His brother cans a 2-pointer. Tyler Wimpkin hits a 2.
That's the first points of the night for the Rams, and we'll tied it
travel. Oh, Mendoza wanted to give up the ball, but hung on to it a little too long. Into the game comes Eric Bond for the Rams. Harris across the line to Keegan Miles. Gives it up to Anders. Anders looking, gives it to Harris. Harris standing there, moves on. Anders with the ball again. Over to Tyler Wimpkin. The Miles. Bond with it. Short jumper from 15 is off the rim. Rebounded by West for the Aces. Mendoza into the lane. Lays it up. It's good. Aces 4, Rams 2. 150 remaining in the first quarter. This JV game. Harris with the ball for the Rams. Pass down low. Miles lays it up, and it's good.
Ties us back up at 4, and timeout on the floor.
And Coach Dave Blue saw something he didn't like.
Actually, it looks like Coach Tier.
Yeah.
He's the assistant junior varsity coach, making some points.
He's definitely making a point.
Yeah. Quick 30-second timeout. We're tied at 4, again, with about a minute and a half left to go in our opening quarter of the junior varsity game. Not a lot to tell you about on the foul situation. Only one committed so far, and that was by the Rams. Here on this Friday night, small crowd, as to be expected with the COVID restrictions still in place. Looks like we're going to have the upper deck giving us some musical entertainment during the varsity game tonight.
Well, at least we get some entertainment.
And
Klima.
A lot of media here tonight, too. So
yes, really.
Realize that it is one of the bigger games in Northwest Ohio this weekend.
Klima.
And you get to watch it live right here on HIX-TV.
Methvin with it. Gets it up, left hand.
A little bit short.
Short, and rebound comes off to Miles. Gets it to Harris. Harris across the line with it.
Anders looking things over, and he'll dish it off again.
Harris to Miles. Miles from 17. It's off the rim, no good. Mendoza quickly up the floor with it.
Mendoza comes close to carrying the ball in some of those dribbles.
And Klima came close to traveling.
Oh,
Mendoza with a tray. 5 points for him.
Makes it 7-4 Aces with 30 seconds to go.
22 in the game. Eli Plasman for the Rams.
Aces get the ball back with 25.
Mendoza, Klima from long range. West chased down and is picked up by Anders.
Down to 10 seconds.
Harris trying to make a move on West. Not going to get by him there. Long shot put up by Plasman, and he hits a three at the horn. So the score at the end of the first quarter of play is Aces and the Rams tied at 7.
So a little time between quarters here, and we'll take our first opportunity of the evening. Say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television. They are, of course, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, online at jimschmidtauto.com. Want to thank them so very much for their continued support of our Aces basketball broadcast. They once again are with us for the entirety of the 2020-2021 season for junior varsity, junior high rather, all the way through the varsity. And when tournament time rolls around, they're going to make sure that we cover as many games as possible, help us out. Matter of fact, I ran into Jim and his lovely wife earlier in the week, and they confirmed to me that they want to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to watch as many of the tournament games as possible with the streaming that is available through the OHSAA. So we want to thank them so very much for their continued support of our Aces basketball broadcast here on Hicksville Community Television. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com.
Rams inbound the ball. Miles with it. Wimpkin, number 11, Lance Wrinkle is now in the ball game. Miles drives baseline, puts up shot at short, gets his own rebound. Ball comes back out. Wrinkle from three is off, not even close. The ball is off of Mendoza's hand. Plasman to inbound it. Nice pass inside.
Up and good.
Yep. That's the old look off.
Mm-hmm. That was Bond with the 2 points.
Justin West gives it to Methvin. Methvin in the lane, fighting to get open, and it's knocked away from him. It'll be white ball under their own hoop. Klima to inbound it.
Rams now leading 9-7 after that bucket. First lead of the night for Tinora.
Klima. Mendoza. Mendoza is it to West. West in the corner to Klima. Klima. Drives in the lane, puts up a runner. It's good, and he's hacked again.
Tied at 9, Aaron Klima at the line with a chance to complete the three-point play and give the Aces a 1 point lead as Plasman picks up his first personal foul, and team foul number 2 for the Rams.
Klima's free throw is good. So the Aces in the lead, 10-9. Wrinkle brings it in, gives to Tyler Wimpkin, over to Miles. It's Tyler Wimpkin, and we're going to have a foul. Going to be on Klima, I believe. Yes, holding.
First on Aaron, and team foul number 1 for the Aces. Into the game now is Anders for Tinora, as Keegan Miles will step out for a bit, catch his breath.
Lance Wrinkle with the ball, gives it up to Bond. Plasman to Wrinkle. Wrinkle is to Anders. Anders drives to the lane. Comes back up on top. Tyler Wimpkin with it. Gets it out front to Plasman, and the ball is rebounded by Bond for a 2-pointer.
Runner by
Runner
Klima
off the
just
rim.
misses.
Bond grabs the rebound.
Rams up by 1, 11-10 with the ball.
Wrinkle holding it. Tries to make a move on West. Gives it up over to Tyler Wimpkin. Down it goes to Bond. He gives it up to Wrinkle. Wrinkle's jumper from 10 off the rim, and Klima skies to pull that one down. A pretty good jumper. Methvin from left-hander. It's off the rim, rebounded by Bond. Bond drives into the lane. Makes it out to Anders. Anders' shot, no good. Bond with the rebound. From the corner.
Good.
Plasman with the big one.
It's 6 points now for Plasman, and the Rams jump out to a 14-10 lead now. 2:54 to go in the half.
Methvin into the lane, spins, puts up the move, it rolls around and comes off. Wrinkle with the rebound. Across the line with it, gives it to Anders. Anders, cross court, back to Plasman. Wrinkle at the free throw lane, gives it out to Plasman. Plasman drives the lane, is up to Tyler Wimpkin, goes around to the left side. Wrinkle couldn't get past Methvin. Anders working on West, going to the hoop, put up the runner, it's no good, and West gets the rebound. Mendoza to Klima. Over in the corner to Methvin. Methvin at the lane. Puts up a 6-footer.
It's his own rebound.
It's rebounded, and we're going to have a foul.
Trent Wimpkin back into the, or getting ready to check back into the game. And they're going to give that foul to Anders.
Now, Klima will inbound it. Plasman comes out of the game. Mendoza tries to go. 12-footer up, no good. Rebound, Wrinkle. Ace is not getting anything to fall here.
Nope, they're bouncing it all around the rim, but not getting it to go down the cylinder. Minute 18 before halftime. Rams look like they're going to try to hold it for a bit. Oh,
and
stolen away.
Sheets picks up the loose ball.
Aces.
Mendoza back to Methvin. Methvin tries to make the move inside, almost threw the ball away, but Klima can get up there. Klima in the lane and puts up the left-hander, and it's no good.
So it'll remain 14-10, 42 seconds, and the Rams with the ball.
Anders, ball to Rosti, number 5 in the ball game now.
Braden Rosti.
And we're going to have a foul.
42 Green. That's Wimpkin's second.
Yeah.
Team foul number 4 on the Rams. Not that it's going to probably affect anything. 26.7 seconds to go in the half, and the Aces get the ball back down by 4, 14-10.
19 seconds. Methvin to Mendoza. Mendoza coming up on top. Klima to
Need
Mendoza.
to do something here,
throws
guys.
it in the air and miss everything, and that's the end of the first half of play with the Tinora Rams 14 and the Hicksville Aces 10.
So we've reached halftime of the junior varsity game, and as Jim mentioned, it's a 4-point advantage for the Tinora Rams, 14-10. We are going to take a break, but we invite you to stick around. Jim and I are going to be back, and of course we will have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV.
I give you the scoring for Tinora. They had Eli Plasman came into the game in the second quarter and hit a pair of triples, so he's got 6 points. Keegan Miles has a basket for 2. Tyler Wimpkin has a basket for 2, and Eric Bond came in the game in the second quarter, and he got 2 baskets on rebounds underneath for their total of 14. For Hicksville, J.R. Mendoza hit a tray and a 2-pointer for 5. Nolan Methvin has a basket for 2. Aaron Klima has a basket for 2 with a free throw and a 3-point play. So that is the Aces total of 10.
So low scoring first half for the junior varsity squad. And we'll see how things go. The Aces will start off, like I said, with a 4-point deficit when we get the second half underway in about 35 seconds from right now. Again, we want to say a big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible here on Hicksville Community Television, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships right here in Hicksville, Ohio, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Glad to have you with us.
Yes, you're going to get to hear the upper deck. They're going to they're playing. Getting everything set up.
That's true.
Quite a operation to get stuff up there.
Yeah, they have to bring in their little portable stage and everything else. All right, we are ready to get underway. Aces are going to have the ball to get things started in the second half. Down by 4, 14-10. And with the play-by-play once again, here's Jim Seiler.
There's Mendoza, brought it up. Ball's coming around to Klima. Klima looking. Justin West back to Klima. Klima in the corner. He gets reeled out of there by Wimpkin. Klima puts up a runner, and it's good.
We go. Got the bounce that time.
One to fall, yeah. 5 points for Klima.
Makes it 14-12.
Yeah, Cole Anders with the ball for the Rams. 22 is Eli Plasman. 32 is Tyler Wimpkin. Wimpkin drives in.
Nice hesitation move. Got
the foul.
Yeah, bucket and the foul.
Ten White. Tatum Sheets picks up the personal.
That'll be Tatum's first. And team foul number 1 for the Aces in the second half. That one's good.
And Tyler Anders gets the free throw, so he's got 5 points in the game. Mendoza into the corner. Bring it back around. Klima from downtown, and he bangs that one.
Makes it 17-15 and cuts the Tinora lead to 2 once again.
8 points for Klima. Anders gives the ball to Plasman. Plasman looking at Wimkin into the corner to Anders. Shot put up. Rebound
Taken out of there.
42, Trent Wimkin.
It's going to be a jump ball, so that'll go to the Rams on the possession arrow. I thought West got it away from him, but they blew the whistle before that.
Yeah. Plasman inbounds the ball to Trent Wimkin. Puts up a shot. It's blocked by Methvin. Mendoza, top of the lane. And bad pass by Tatum Sheets. It goes out of bounds, intended for Methvin. Nolan Methvin.
So another turnover to the Rams with 4:05 to go in our third quarter. And again, the Tinora squad leading the Aces by 2, 17-15 here in this junior varsity game.
Tyler Wimkin with the ball. Plasman looks, tries to drive on Methvin. Stopped. Cole Anders. Plasman from way downtown. These guys are taking some long-range shots, I'm here to tell you. Mendoza. Tries up, put it up. Use the glass, it'll go down. Nice rebound. Sheets gets 2.
Tatum's first points of the night, and we're tied at 17.
Oh, quick press put on 17's. Anders is the bond. The Plasman. Plasman over on top. Looking. Gets the ball up to Tyler Wimkin. Anders gives it down low to Miles. Keegan Miles puts up the jumper. It's off the rim. And Methvin ends up with it in his hands. Mendoza down the floor. Klima again.
Oh, nothing but net.
Smokes.
That was a good-looking three-point shot. The
No kidding.
Rams must have thought so, too, because they want to talk about that now.
They're going to get some explanation on that one.
You can't, if he's going to be shooting like that, you're not going to be able to leave Aaron Klima out in the arc with a good open look at the hoop like that. So Aces, with that shot by Klima, retake the lead in the game, 20-17. And Tinora calls quick 30-second timeout. That's the Rams' first timeout of the game. So both the Rams and the Aces have 4 timeouts remaining. We go down the stretch run. Only one foul committed again. In the first half, there was just a handful of fouls. Neither team made it into the bonus in the first half. And really a relatively clean played game here in the second half so far, with just one foul being called by the officials. 2:28 to go in our third quarter.
Oh, Anders gives the ball up to Keegan Miles. Miles back to Anders. They exchange. Goes inside to Bond. Bond working on Sheets, or on West. And Methvin comes off with a rebound. Gives it up to Mendoza. Quickly up the floor. Into the lane. Back out to Klima. Klima to Mendoza in the corner. West.
Yeah. Oop. Stolen away. Here we go.
And
he misses it. And it'll go out of bounds. That should go, I think, to the Aces. Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty sure it went off of Wimkin's knee.
Yep. So Aces have the ball. Up the floor, across the line. Mendoza.
And loses
Stolen
it.
again. Keegan Miles. Plasman.
Oop.
Ball deflected by West, and it's going to be out of bounds to the Rams.
Rostai getting to check back into the game for Tinora, and he will spell Tyler Wimpkin. Also getting ready to check in is Rittenhouse for Tinora. Rittenhouse will come in to spell Miles.
Rittenhouse, probably a freshman. Because he's not on the
Yeah,
JV
he was
or varsity.
He was a last-minute write-in.
Yeah, so is Rostai. So he's probably a freshman also.
A jump ball going to the Aces.
Bond being last second on the JVs, and he's a junior. A white timeout, 30 seconds.
Coach Dave Blue wants to talk things over. Minute 12 to go in quarter number 3. And it looks like Trent Wimpkin is going to be coming back into the game for the Rams when we come out of this timeout. Bill Murphy, Jim Seiler, glad to have you here with us. Again from the Red Zone. Been a while since we've had the pleasure of bringing you a boys basketball game here on Hicksville Community Television, so glad to be back with you. Aces with the ball after the timeout. Minute 12 to go in quarter number 3, leading the Rams by 3, 20-17.
Methvin working himself back into playing shape after being out for a year with a ACL tear.
Yeah.
Two shots,
and that'll be
Methvin will be shooting.
And that'll be the second foul on Plasman. And team foul number 1 on the Rams.
First free throw is good.
21-7. Is it a 2-possession game?
And the second falls.
So 22-17, Aces now up by 5.
That's the biggest lead of the night. Rittenhouse gives it to Plasman. Wimpkin, Trent Wimpkin. The Rittenhouse in the lane, 12-footer. It's no good. Rebound grabbed off there by Sheets. Klima pulls it up. He's not getting away from Rostai. Rostai is not letting him shoot.
Oh. And again,
a bad pass.
Bad pass.
Now Tinora will inbound it. Into the game comes Tyler Wimpkin.
Rittenhouse will step out.
Rams to inbound it against the Aces press. Plasman is fouled by West.
Yep. That'll be West's first. And team foul number 2 on the Aces. Common foul, so Rams ball out of bounds. 10
Anders
seconds.
with the ball. West on him. Anders still got it. In the corner to Wimpkin. Shot is way short. Rebound put up, and it's deflected, and that is the end of the third quarter of play with the Hicksville Aces at 22 and the Tinora Rams 17.
So we've got one more quarter of basketball action yet to go in this junior varsity game, and we'll get ready for the fourth quarter and take some time to say another big thank you to our basketball broadcast underwriters making our coverage possible. Here on Hicksville Community Television, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Remember, if you're in the market for a vehicle, whether you want one that is brand new or pre-owned, car, truck, van, or SUV, you can stop by, check out the great selections they have on the lots at the Jim Schmidt dealerships. And if you want to call ahead, because with all the construction and everything in that area, they can let you know the best times to be able to get into the dealerships if you do want to stop by in person. You can get to the dealerships. I was assured of that when I was speaking with Jim the other day. Or, again, you can check out the entire dealer inventory online anytime at JimSchmidtAuto.com. Remember, it's always about service before, during, and after the sale at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at JimSchmidtAuto.com.
Well, we're ready to start the fourth period here.
Yeah, we might have a heck of a finish for all we know here.
Plasman, Anders with the ball. Anders gives it up to Tyler Wimkin. Pass down underneath to Anders. Oh, nice pass. Beautiful pass. Just handed it off to Trent Wimkin and scores his first two. Klima. Meffin. Anders on him. Mendoza.
Sheets working it in.
Is it back Mendoza? Cole Anders on him. Sheets into the lane, gets it back out. Methvin has it in the corner, coming back to the lane.
Braden Slattery into the game for the Aces, wearing number 11.
And another pass stolen. This one by Plasman to Anders. That's Wimkin to brother Wimkin. Trent and Tyler. Number 5 is Rostai. Anders in the corner with it. Into the lane, driving layup, and it's good.
And just like that, it's back to a 1-point game, 22-21. Aces lead now cut to single point.
Another bad pass, and
another turnover.
Dave Blue wants the timeout. Want to settle these boys down. We got 4:15 left in the ball game.
And again, it's the 5-point lead the Aces had has now gone down to a single point as they are up 22-21. This will be a full 1-minute timeout for Hicksville, and they'll have 2 remaining for the balance of the game. Again, foul situation is not looking like it's going to have much of an impact, at least not for a while. The Aces have only committed 2 team fouls so far in this second half, and the Rams have committed only 1. So officials letting them play tonight and been kind of liberal or conservative, I guess, with the whistles.
Yes.
Not a lot of fouls called here this evening. And currently the possession arrow favoring the Aces. So if there were to be a jump ball, anything along those lines, the possession would go to Hicksville. So Aces will break huddle. It'll be, again, Sheets, West, Slattery, Mendoza, and Methvin on the floor for Hicksville. And it looks like Plasman and Anders and Tyler Wimkin, Trent Wimkin, and Rostai on the floor for the Rams.
So bringing the ball around, Wimkin drives down inside, spins, Mendoza
nice.
went down, and
4 points now.
Put the bucket down. Trent Wimkin gives him 4.
4 for number
Another
42.
steal this time by Anders. Gives it out to Rostai. Shot put up and 3
that's good
times.
for 3.
Anders.
Slattery and then to Methvin.
Methvin in the lane. Got to get up in the air. He gets fouled.
Rams now leading 26-22. And that's going to be Rostai's first foul.
And he leaves the game, and Rittenhouse replaces him. Aces to inbound. Mendoza comes around to Methvin in the corner. It's Mendoza again, up on top. Oh, jeez.
Slattery's
Poor old Slattery.
trying to power his way in, and
he got in the trees.
Yep.
Keegan Miles into the game.
Loses his footing. The ball goes out of bounds to the Rams. Leading by 4, 26-22. And we are halfway through this fourth quarter.
Anders brings it over. Got Wimpkin down there set up. Trent Wimpkin, he's posting up. He's a big boy. Plasman gives it up to Miles. Miles' shot is off the rim, rebounded by Mendoza.
Mendoza loses the dribble, loose on the floor, and timeout called by Trent Wimpkin before he got whistled for traveling.
Yes.
So a good timeout there as the Rams maintain possession. They'll have 3 timeouts remaining. A quick 30-second timeout. So we'll get back in action with the Rams having the ball side court, out of bounds. .226 left to go in our junior varsity game. It's the Tinora Rams leading the Hicksville JVs 26-22.
And the ball comes up the floor with Cole Anders in possession. Gives it up to Miles. And Plasman, or Wimpkin, and Wimpkin is fouled going to the hoop.
They might tag Mendoza for that one.
Yes, they did.
JR's first team foul number 3 in the second half. And again, Trent Wimpkin at the line to shoot 2. His team leading by 4. Misses the first one. Into the game for the Aces, number 22, Chris Smith. Slattery will take a seat for a bit.
Another freshman into the game there. And misses the second one. Rebound comes off to Keegan Miles. Pass down inside to Cole Anders, and he gets the lay-in.
28-22 now, Rams. Under 2 minutes to go.
Oh, man. Sheets gives it up to West. West back to Smith. Smith from outside misses everything.
And that'll go out of bounds. And it should go to the Aces.
Yeah, Trent Wimpkin took it with him.
And again, Rittenhouse will check back out, and back into the game will go Tyler Wimpkin.
Mendoza to trigger the inbound. Gives it up, comes around. Methvin to Mendoza. Mendoza drives across the lane. Ball is to Sheets, and it's deflected and picked up by Tyler Wimpkin. I'll tell you what, Tenora's kids have good hands.
Yep. They've been getting
Anders.
Just enough of the ball to just change the trajectory a little bit, and they've capitalized on it.
Yep. Coach Blue wants him to get up and get on him, and it looks like it might take a act of Congress to get that to happen. And Mendoza gets a foul.
That'll be JR's second, team foul number 4, 52.8 seconds. Plassman gets the ball in. All alone.
Right
up
there.
And in.
Keegan Miles with the easy bunny layup.
Makes it 30-22.
West gets it out. Methvin has it.
Aces.
To Mendoza.
Again. Oh.
Ball is loose, and we have a foul in that.
Number 22 will be on Plassman. Yep, that'll be his third. Team foul number 3. Aces out of bounds. And I don't know, Jim. It's under a minute. You're down by 8. You don't want to take a lot of time passing the ball around and running your offense. You need to shoot the ball.
Yes.
I think that's a conversation that's being held right now during this 1 minute timeout here.
Right. Yeah. The Tinora kids are really aggressive defensively, and they're all over them.
Yep.
And like you said, the whistles are conservative.
Yeah, and you've got a guy who's got some good muscle on him, and that's Nolan Methvin. You could get him the ball, and Methvin is not afraid to power down and either get the shot or get the foul.
Right.
And so,
yeah, he's probably the best in basketball sense out there, I would say, knowing what to do and when to do it.
And he's and I mean, you can tell the young man's in good shape. The guy, he has been working hard to be able to get himself back into playing condition, and you can see how well conditioned he is. And he's a strong kid, and like I said, and he's not afraid to take it to the. We've seen him do those, power himself in on the inside and down low in several games this season. So, well, we'll see what the strategy is going to be with 28.6 seconds left in this junior varsity game, and the Aces down by 8, 30-22.
And Mendoza inbound. Gives it into West. West out to Smith.
Bingo.
Smith
there you go.
3. And now you got to get up on him.
Got to try to get that ball back, and Smith goes in and fouls. With 17.1 seconds. That'll be team foul number 5, I believe.
Yes. Yes, it is. Plasman. Long pass down. Sheets picks it off. Is it to West? And West has it knocked away from him. And
Rams are just going to run around with the ball
Keegan
now.
Miles pulled it out. And Mendoza fouls Plasman. And it's still just a common foul.
That's number 6. So the Aces, if they can get another foul in, can send him to the line to get the ball back. Stolen away by West.
And now we have a foul on the Rams.
That'll be
Trent Wimpkin.
The third foul on Wimpkin. And it'll be Aces ball out of bounds under the basket with 3.3 seconds left, down by 5. That took 0.3 of a second off. Mendoza.
West.
Shoot.
Oh. And West hits a three-pointer for the final score of Rams 30 and Aces 28.
So the JV game will go to the Rams, but only by a bucket. As we'll do some quick tabulations here and get you some unofficial scoring for the game before we wrap up our live stream. And then get ready for varsity action coming up here shortly. Okay. Well, let's start off with the Aces on the short end of the scoreboard here tonight unofficially. I had the leading scorer for the Aces and leading all scorers for the game tonight was Aaron Klima Aaron only had 3 in the first half, but he had a couple of threes and another field goal in the second half to finish up with 11 points overall. Following him was J.R. Mendoza, who finished the night with 5 points. It was Nolan Methvin with a bucket and a couple of free throws for 4. A three-pointer and 3 points for Justin West, a three-pointer and 3 points for Chris Smith, and a bucket and 2 for Tatum Sheets to account for the Aces, 28 points, Jim.
Yeah, for Tinora, Keegan Miles, that's like it should be turned around. Keegan Miles had 4 points. Cole Anders also 4 on 2 buckets. Then we went to Trent Wimpkin. He had 4 points on 2 buckets. We had Braden Rostai had a triple for 3. Eric Bond had 2 baskets for 4. And Tyler Wimpkin had 2 baskets of free throw for 5. And leading them in scoring with 2 triples is Eli Plasman for their total of 30. So the Aces go down by 2 points, 30-28.
All right. So with that, we're going to wrap things up here for our junior varsity coverage. We are going to end this live stream, but we're going to be back probably in about 10-12 minutes with the second live stream of the night, and that'll be for the varsity action between these two schools coming up here on Hicksville Community Television. I want to say a big thank you to the Hicksville Athletic Department for giving us this space and allowing us to live stream the action here from the Red Zone tonight. Thanks also once again to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio for underwriting our basketball coverage here on HIX-TV. And most of all, thanks to you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the action here in the junior varsity game. One final time, JV final score tonight, it was the Rams knocking off the Aces 30-28, the final score. For Jim Seiler calling the play-by-play and Chris Warner on the iPad Pro camera, I'm Bill Murphy. For Hicksville Community Television, wishing you a good night and good sport.